What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to have a look at World of Tanks, as it was requested. Don't know how that's going to do, and have no idea how to even play that game, but hopefully there's a tutorial mode or something where I can get some footage from, so I don't have to embarrass myself terribly in front of real people. It seems like the kind of game you mostly play against real people in, but hopefully there's some kind of training or practice or something like that. We will find out once we get in there, but first we have to go look at some settings. So, let's go hop into the game and do just that.
Well, starting off here in the settings for 1080p, we're gonna start off a minimum, but mostly we're just looking at this stuff. Full screen, 1080p, no VSync or triple buffering or any of that nonsense. 300 Hz for spray rate. I don't know what that interface scaling does, so we'll leave it alone. And then, yeah, while field of view maxed out, let's move on. Alright, let's have a look at the minimum settings. Real fast here, so graphics standard apparently, and then we can look at these real quick. Low, off, lots of stuff's low, lots of stuff off. Almost all the little check boxes are off. Actually, I think all of them are literally off. Yeah, they are. And it should be. This is literally minimum. Makes sense. So, now with that, let's move on. Okay, so starting off minimum gameplay here. I guess we're at the very beginning of the game here, so we're learning very basic controls. I phased the hell through that plant back there. Man, that's pretty realistic throttle, man. Well, there we go. Then we got some enemies, I guess.
An enemy vehicle and fire.
Okay, sounds pretty easy.
Enemy armor is hit.
Oh yeah. Blew that one up. And now, let's move on.
Alright, guys. We got ourselves some extremely low, or minimal, I think they call it. So let's get that in. Stop hiding behind your teammate's carcass. There we go. We took him out. Oh. Oh. All right. And now let's move on.
Moving right along to low graphics quality now. So let's just take a very quick look here. We're still on standard graphics. And we'll just look around here and see what all settings are changed. This one actually has quite a few, so this is one of the more important games to actually look at all these. There's so many different toggle switches and bars. And there we go. Let's move right along. Time for some low gameplay. It seems as though I got completely through that other mission, so now we're on a different one. Well, that was a horrid shot. I'm sure showing that ground who's boss.
Enemy armor is hit.
Alright, well we took him out. Whoa, I'm backing up too much. But, still getting lots of FPS though. actually getting the use out of this almost 300 hertz, this 300 hertz screen. Even going over 300 FPS at some points.
To enter sniper mode.
Is that thing alive? No, that's dead. Alright, well, let's go down here then. Whoop. Screw you, out of my way, dead tank. Actually, let's move on.
So, now we are on low. And they want me to cruise on up here, do they?
Scroll. A green marker shows you are aiming at a weak spot of the vehicle. We didn't even scratch them. We didn't even scratch them. We didn't penetrate their armor. Scroll the mouse wheel to enter. A green marker shows you are aiming at a weak spot of the vehicle. Enemy armor is hit. We didn't even scratch them. We didn't even scratch them.
We didn't even scratch them! Man, I suck at this.
We didn't penetrate their armor. We didn't even scratch them. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged.
There we go, we got him that time.
Scroll the mouse wheel to leave sniper mode.
Okay. And hey, look at that. Time for us to move on.
So, on to medium now. And there we go, back into the game. Well, here we are, medium gameplay. So let's just see how it does. Even while recording, we're getting over 200 FPS, so that's still pretty damn badass. And I think this is one of those games where we get more FPS when we're not recording. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I noticed. Oh wait, is that my teammate? Yeah, I guess it was. Well, whatever, screw him. They're all computers anyway, so who cares?
Scroll the mouse wheel to enter sniper.
Sniper mode. It's so snipery.
Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged.
Well, I guess that dude's already toast and must have been a more speed-oriented tank. Alright, then let's start heading up towards that thing. But before we get there, why don't we move on?
Well, now moving right along to medium.
A green marker shows you are aiming at a weak spot of the vehicle. Enemy is hit. Penetration. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit. We didn't even scratch him.
We didn't even scratch him. Come on, motherfucker. I will hit you. Alright, I guess they'll hit you. Well, whatever. He got defeated. That is what counts. So, yeah.
Enemy armor is damaged. Critical hit.
Oh yeah, kick their ass. But alright. Why don't we move on to the next graphics setting?
On to high now. So let's just take a quick look at these settings, and it is a change to improved now from standard. Don't know what that really does, but that's what the little dot at the top says, so just wanted to make note of it. Some more toggles have been toggled on as well. And there we go, all of those have been toggled on as well. So, why don't we go and move into the gameplay? We are now on high graphics settings.
Find and destroy all
Screen
enemy
recorded,
vehicles.
of course. Man, look at that guy go. That thing's a fucking jet, as far as a tank is concerned. How the fuck fast can that thing go? And it looked like a pretty old tank, too. It didn't look like it was new.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Although I wonder how realistic this game really is.
Enemy armor is destroyed. Penetration.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of penetration there. That guy's definitely been penetrated by large, gigantic shells. And yes, I am trying to make that sound extraordinarily sexual on purpose. Anyway, let's just kill this guy if I can. There we go, I got him that time. They finished him off, but I at least hit him once that time.
Sniper mode.
Anyway, though, why don't we move on?
Okay, now we're on high camera recorded.
Scroll the mouse wheel to enter sniper
When
mode.
you're not screen recording, man, this thing really gets a
Green marker shows you are aiming at a weak spot of the vehicle.
quite a lot of FPS, 284.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is hit. We lit that one up good. We didn't even scratch them. They're knocked out.
Oh yeah. Super kick ass.
Enemy is hit. Enemy armor is destroyed. Penetration.
Cool. Well, we beat them rather quick this time, and just in time for us to move on. So, why don't we go ahead and do just that?
Alright, moving on to maximum settings, which I feel is kind of stupid because it's not actually maximum at all. I'm probably going to bitch about that a lot, so just be prepared. But anyway, here's all the settings it changes. All these were already toggled on, I do believe, as far as the toggle switches are concerned, but now all the other things have been moved up a peg. Anyway, though, back into the game. Okay, so World of Tanks, maximum gameplay now, even though it's not actually maximum in any way, shape, or form. In this game, Ultra is actually maxed out, which they could have just called this Ultra and then the last one maximum. But hey, whatever. It's their game. They can call it whatever they want. It's just stupid. Is all.
Penetration. That one didn't go through.
Nope, I'm hitting it in the wrong armory spot. Man, that would probably honestly kill both of us if I shot a tank that close to my tank. That'd probably blow us the both the hell up.
Scroll the mouse wheel to enter sniper mode.
Alright. Got him that time.
Penetration. Penetration.
Alright, well at least I hit him once again. At least one time. I don't think I finished him, but I at least hit him a couple of times. Hey, look at that. I went right through the hole in the fence. But let's move on.
Now we're on maximum, which is honestly kind of stupid because Ultra is after maximum. I feel like you should do Ultra then maximum, but hey, it's their game. They can name it any way they want, but just saying it's a little silly. But we're still getting lots of FPS, even though we're one away from being maxed out. That's so confusing naming it maximum when there's still Ultra. There we go.
Scroll the mouse wheel to leave sniper mode.
We have left sniper mode. Now we must go into mobile mode. Then smoke the computers that dare cross our path.
Penetration. We didn't even scratch them. Enemy is hit.
of my way. Oh, that's my teammate. I've been trying to kill my teammate the whole time. Anyway, why don't we move on to actual Ultra, which is maxed out? Man, that's confusing and stupid.
Now, moving on to Ultra, which is the true maxed out settings. So let's just look at all the bars. All the bars now are completely to the right. And everything has been, all toggles have been toggled on for quite some time now, so. But all these guys are all moved over. And there you go, all those guys are still toggled, and now, let's get back to the game. Now we are on Ultra, which is the true maxed out setting. And still getting hundreds of FPS. So that's pretty badass. This game is more than playable so far at every single setting. And you can treat this like streaming. Anytime I'm recording, it's basically like streaming, so you can stream this game if you wanted, no problem. And boom goes the dynamite. Oh, that's cool. Now you got like the dust trails and then like tank tracks on the ground. Alright, come here, you little motherfucker. And hit him again. Ah! I thought I finished him off for a second, but I think one of my teammates got him first. Anyway, on we move.
And last up, Ultra camera gameplay. There we go. I think I'm starting to get that a little better. Gotta wait for the circle to come in. That's probably why I was missing so much before. Well, that's what happens when you pay attention and practice. Hopefully, I hope you get a little better. Here we go. And now all of them are defeated. So, there we go. We've just gone through all the different graphics settings for World of Tanks, and I think it did good as hell. So, why don't we go wrap this video on up now? Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for World of Tanks, and this laptop played that game great. We were well over 100 FPS, really close to 2, even when we were maxed out at Ultra, we got like 180 something FPS average. That's pretty awesome. So, now I'm excited to see how it does on an external monitor, because hell, it might get even more FPS than it was getting. That does happen a lot of the time with these higher refresh rate games like Counter-Strike and Valorant anyway, so World of Tanks might be similar. Anyway though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next one, peace out guys.